Don't you be fooled by what you see. It's magic, magic. Things are not always what they seem to be.
So don't be surprised if all the colors and sizes are not what you thought you would see. It's very amusing and a little confusing, but that's how they're meant to be.
Throughout the colorful legacy of British children's television, few names spark as much fond nostalgia as Rod, Jane, and Freddy. For almost 3 decades, this beloved musical trio delighted millions of children with their performances on Rainbow and their very own show. But behind the cheerful melodies and bright smiles lay a story of love, friendship, and ultimately heartbreaking loss. The Rainbow Beginning. In 1972, as Britain sought to create its own answer to the American phenomenon Sesame Street, a colorful new children's show called Rainbow emerged on ITV. Against the backdrop of a changing television landscape, 3 talented musicians would unknowingly embark on a journey that would shape British children's entertainment for decades to come. The original musical ensemble featured the charismatic Rod Burton, the talented Jane Tucker, and the creative Matthew Corbett, collectively known as Rod, Matt, and Jane. Alongside the show's memorable puppet characters, the boisterous Zippy, gentle George the hippopotamus, and the lovable teddy bear Bungle, they created a magical atmosphere under the warm guidance of host Jeffrey Hayes. The first significant shift in the group's dynamic came in 1976 when Matthew Corbett received an unexpected call to destiny. Following in his father Harry Corbett's footsteps, Matthew departed Rainbow to take over The Sooty Show, continuing his family's entertainment legacy. His replacement, the accomplished actor Roger Walker, stepped into the trio, and Rod, Jane, and Roger was born, maintaining the musical magic that had become integral to the show's success. However, the most transformative change was in 1980, when Roger Walker decided to pursue his acting career elsewhere. Enter Freddie Marks, a skilled musician whose audition would prove fateful in more ways than one. His natural charm and musical versatility, particularly his mastery of guitar and bass, brought a fresh energy to the group. The moment Freddie joined, something special clicked into place, creating the classic lineup that would become etched in the memories of millions. The new incarnation of the trio showcased an impressive range of musical talents. Rod's expertise spanned guitar, drums, and banjo, while Jane's masterful command of piano and synthesizer added depth to their sound. Freddie's additional instrumental skills completed their musical arsenal, allowing them to craft increasingly sophisticated arrangements for their young audience.
The Bits and Pieces song!
Oh, when you sing the song, can I play my shaker? Yes, I want to play my
shaker. You can all join in. You'll play whatever you... Look, you play your shakers. Bungle, you play your twanger. Jim, you play a shaker as well. I'll play the spoons like this.
And I'll play the colander. That makes a nice scrapey sort of sound.
What about you, Jeffrey? What are you going to play?
The Blinky Plonker.
The chemistry between the 3 performers was immediately apparent, their harmonies blending as naturally as their personalities. This musical synergy proved the foundation for their future success, leading them beyond their roles as Rainbow's resident musicians into new creative territories. Music, friendship, and romance. The creative output of Rod, Jane, and Freddie during their peak years was extraordinary. Over their time together, the trio crafted an astounding 2,500 songs, each piece carefully tailored to capture young imaginations while maintaining musical sophistication. Their repertoire spanned an impressive range of genres, from playful nursery rhymes to educational numbers, demonstrating remarkable versatility. This prolific creativity led to unprecedented success in children's entertainment. Their growing popularity on Rainbow sparked the creation of their own dedicated series in 1981. The Rod, Jane, and Freddy Show carved out its own distinct identity, running for an impressive decade until 1991. Each carefully crafted 15-minute episode followed a winning formula, opening with an energetic ensemble piece, flowing through individual spotlights, and culminating in a memorable finale that left younger viewers eager for more. Yet beneath the polished performances and seamless harmonies lay a more complex personal dynamic. The professional relationship between Rod and Jane had originally been intertwined with marriage in the 70s. Their divorce in 1979 could have spelled disaster for the group, but instead demonstrated the remarkable strength of their friendship. As the years passed, an unexpected romance blossomed between Jane and Freddy. Their relationship developed gradually and quietly, kept private from their audience for many years. When news of their romance eventually reached the public, it sparked a flurry of speculation and unfounded rumors about the dynamics within the trio. Stories of a supposed love triangle circulated in the press, though the reality was far more straightforward. There had been a considerable gap between Jane's marriage to Rod and her relationship with Freddy. A late blooming love story. After years of performing together and maintaining a discreet romance, Jane Tucker and Freddie Marks chose a sunny May day in 2016 to celebrate their love story at London's prestigious Claridge's Hotel in Mayfair. The elegant wedding marked a beautiful milestone in a relationship that had grown steadily over decades of shared experiences on and off stage. The ceremony embodied the couple's approach to their relationship, graceful, understated, and genuine. Close friends and family gathered to witness this culmination of a romance that had blossomed under the spotlight yet remained remarkably private. Among the guests was Rod Burton, whose presence demonstrated the extraordinary friendship that had endured through all the changes in their lives. In the years following their marriage, Jane and Freddie continued to embrace life with the same warmth and creativity that had characterized their performing days. Their love story became a favorite among fans of the original Rainbow show who had watched the trio perform together for so many years. The genuine affection between Jane and Freddie, coupled with Rod's continued friendship, offered a heartwarming conclusion to the professional chapter of their lives. The final curtain. The spring of 2021 brought an unexpected shadow over the enduring legacy of Rod, Jane, and Freddie when news emerged of Freddie Marks' passing on May 27th at age 71. His departure came just 5 years after his wedding to Jane, creating a poignant bookend to their late-blooming romance. The announcement sent waves of sadness through generations of fans who had grown up watching the talented trio perform. Freddie's final days were spent at Pendleside Hospice in Burnley, where he received compassionate care surrounded by loved ones. His battle with cancer, fought with dignity and strength, had remained private until the end, reflecting the discretion that had marked both his professional and personal life. The warmth and musical joy he had brought to countless children's lives stood in stark contrast to the quiet solemnity of his passing. The outpouring of grief and remembrance that followed demonstrated the lasting impact of the trio's work. Social media platforms filled with heartfelt tributes from fans spanning multiple generations, sharing memories of favorite songs and performances. Many recalled how Freddie's infectious enthusiasm and musical talent had helped shape their early years, proving that the impact of children's entertainment could resonate well into adulthood. In the wake of Freddie's passing, both Rod and Jane maintained the dignified privacy that had characterized their relationships over the decades. Their shared loss emphasized the deep bonds that had survived marriage, divorce, new love, and now death. The trio's story had come full circle from their serendipitous meeting on Rainbow to this final farewell. Freddie's legacy not only lives on through the thousands of songs he helped create, but also in the lasting influence of the trio's work on British children's television. The final curtain had fallen on one of children's television's most enduring partnerships, but the music, memories, and magic they created continue to resonate. Freddie Marks' passing marked more than just the end of an era. It represented the close of a remarkable chapter in British entertainment history, one filled with melody, friendship, and love.
On the narrow boat, we'll ride right through the day. On the narrow boat, we'll gently float away. Through the countryside, so green, all the sights you've never seen. On the narrow boat, we'll ride right through the day.
As we remember Freddie Marks and the joy that Rod, Jane, and Freddie brought to countless childhoods, one question remains. Could any other children's entertainment group ever capture the same magic and genuine connection that made this trio so special? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below.